wanted to go through just the mistakes that I see time and time again with people coming to us and pitching for playlists and for artist marketing support on streaming services. And it happens across the board, no matter from big managers, major labels, it's the same set of mistakes. So I'm Sulinna, I'm the Global Vice President of Deezer. Some of you may be familiar with Deezer, some might not be so familiar, so I'll take you through it quickly. Deezer is the third biggest music streaming platform in the world. We're actually #1 in France, which is the 5th biggest music market in the world, and Colombia, and very strong in LATAM. We've got 12 million monthly active users worldwide, and we're available in 185 countries. The map here, the ones in grey, is where we're not available. So it's easier to point that out because everywhere we're actually in those markets. So why do you need to stand out? To put it in context for you, we receive 20,000 tracks a day, right? That's a lot of songs to get through, to listen to. And a small fraction of that makes it to playlist every week. An even smaller fraction of that makes it to an artist marketing campaign. So we have dedicated teams. We've got over 40 editors worldwide, and we have a dedicated artist marketing department who are focused on really thinking about who we're going to focus on and put our time and efforts behind. But we have a huge job to just sift through just the sheer amount of music that gets serviced to us. So in order to maximize your chances, these are the basics that I would suggest. And I know some of you might sit here and think, when I'm going through this, well, I already know this. You might, but in practice, as I said, we see these same mistakes happening time and time again. So you need to make it easy for us. Make sure you're working with and listing all the number of streaming services when you're linking to an artist's music. This is the one that I see all the time in terms of, if you have a look at 2 examples I've got on the right, U2 and Parcels. This is the way you should do it. So bearing in mind that there is no one streaming service that really dominates in every single market at #1, particularly if you're a manager or if you are a repertoire owner, you need to think globally. If you're breaking an artist internationally, you need to think about global markets, not just one market. And you also need to think about working with as many streaming services as you can. Streaming services have reach. For example, whilst people are fixated on doing radio sessions for one radio partner, we have millions of users, 12 million monthly active users. That's bigger than any radio station or any TV show that you can be on. So working with as many partners as you can and listing them is really important. Give us everything that we need up front. Again, this sounds obvious, but I can't tell you how many times I just get songs with no release date, no information on the wider picture of the artist. Are they going on tour? When are they going to be in market? What markets? Give me some insight into what the music is about, what the album is about, and also any relevant stats, what's happening at radio, if it's applicable. Are they doing any TV shows? And also assets. Because one thing that we don't do is we don't operate in a vacuum. You know, we're constantly looking at what's happening outside of our world as well. So it's important for us, and we will often, for example, if we know an artist is touring in market, we'll probably adjust locally as well. So we might playlist an artist or feature an artist highly if they're in market. Images, again, you know, we are, every Friday we update the playlist. That's pretty much standard for all streaming companies. We will sometimes just get one image. Now, we need lots of images. We have so many playlists, and we don't put one image across all playlists. And if it's a matter, and one thing I have to really say to you is, ours is a crisis of choice. If you don't give us what we need quickly, we move on. You know, at any given day, we have superstar releases all jostling for that #1 position. And also, whether it's a small artist, medium, or huge, if you don't give us what we need, we'll just move on to the other artists. There's always more artists to put in those spots. So really, it's about making it easy for us. And the teams that work well with us and who understand this always see a much better result. So I wanted to give you an example. Like, it's not just the big acts. You know, we work with unsigned artists. We work and we playlist unsigned artists, and we also work with independent artists and obviously huge, massive superstars like you see here, Metallica. So Dirk Marcenau is an interesting one. So he got in touch with me personally. He is an unsigned classical composer. He gave me everything that I needed. You know, he wrote a really great introduction letter, told me about his music, where he had been playlisted before, sent me the music. And also, the one thing that we always notice is if artists are already using us and listing Deezer in their general links. So people come to us all the time about playlisting, and the first thing that my team do is we check all your socials. And a lot of the times, Deezer isn't even listed. So you fall right there because we support the artists who support us back. Before we can have a conversation about playlisting or artist marketing, we need to see that the artist has an idea